Hi, I'm Jayne from Poppy Patchwork and welcome to my quilt block series. In each of these videos I'm going to show you how to make a different block and they're all going to measure 12 inches. I hope you like this video. If you do, click the like button and please let me know in the comment section below what other videos you'd like me to make. Let's get quilting. Today I'm going to show you how to make a 12-inch Prairie flower block. And if you'd like to know how to use this block in a quilt, please watch to the end of this video where I've got some illustrations to show you how to use it. You will need 5 4.5-inch squares in background fabric, 4 4.5-inch squares in fabric A, 8 2.5-inch squares in fabric B, and 8 2.5-inch squares in fabric C. Making the corner square units, variation A. Use the 4.5-inch squares in background fabric and the 2.5-inch squares in fabric B. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the small squares. As shown. Place the smaller square right sides together in one of the corners of the large square. Make sure the diagonal line is positioned as shown and pin in place. Sew on top of the line. As shown here. Cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line. Press the seam towards the background fabric. Place a second fabric B square right sides together in the opposite corner of the larger square. Make sure the diagonal line is positioned as shown and pin in place. Sew on top of the drawn line as shown. Cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line. As shown here. And press the seams towards the background fabric. Make 4 in total. Making the corner square units, variation B. Use the 4.5-inch squares in fabric A and the 2.5-inch squares in fabric D. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the small squares. Pin in place. Make sure that the diagonal line is positioned as shown. Sew on top of the line as shown, then cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line. As shown here. This time press the seams towards the triangle. place the second square into an adjacent corner as shown. With the drawn line positioned as shown. Sew on top of the line and then cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line, as shown here. Press the seams towards the triangle. Repeat to make 4 units. Block layout. Lay out your blocks in the block layout. Pin the bottom row to the middle row as shown. Sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. The triangles should butt together as they have been pressed in opposite directions. Return units to the block layout. There's no need to press yet. Pin the top row units and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Return to the block layout and press the seams in opposite directions. Join one of the side columns to the centre column, matching the seams, and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Return to the block layout. There's no need to press yet. Join the other side column to the centre column, matching the seams, and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then press your seams open. Congratulations, you have made the Prairie flower block. Here are some quilt options. This is an illustration of the quilt repeating the same block. There is no sashing or borders, but the use of the white background fabric in the block allows the design and fabrics to stand out. This is an illustration of the quilt repeating the same block placed on point. There is no sashing or borders, but you would need to add blocks in background fabric in between the blocks shown here with the stars, and use setting triangles around the edges, again shown here with the stars. This is an illustration of the quilt repeating the same block but with sashing, cornerstones and borders. And finally, this is an illustration of a sampler quilt using some of the blocks from this quilt block series. The sashing in this quilt is in the white background fabric. The cornerstones and border is in a darker fabric to pop and frame the quilt. Want to learn more? Watch another one of my videos from the quilt block series. Click above to go to my playlist. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. More of these videos will be posted, so please tune in. Thank you for watching and bye for now.